There are some companies that are so huge and so well known that they take up an entire market. They own the lion's share of the market and thereby don't have to abide by the normal rules of competition, because there's no one who can compete. And that precisely is the issue. After all, competition is the whetstone of democracy and of capitalism. For the consumer, having options is good. It means we can choose goods and services based on various factors, whether this is the design, features, or the price. We have options, and based on that, we can cast our vote for one product or one service provider. But what happens if everyone votes the same? If one product is simply so superior that there's no reason for you to choose anything else? Well, then competition slowly dies down or is being bought up until no one is left to fight the behemoth. Without anyone to compete with, the prices of the product will likely go up. The service offered will decrease, and innovation will stagnate. After all, why break something that isn't broken? This has happened time and time again. Monopolies emerge, and for some time it seems that they are here to stay. But being a monopoly also comes with certain dangers. After all, everyone wants to take down the biggest kid on the block. Monopolistic prices and profits create powerful incentive for competing entrepreneurs. How this can be done, how monopolies can be broken, is what we will be talking about today. The example I will be using is the one we all know, Netflix. Not only is Netflix a great example because it is a product probably each and every one of us uses, but also because it has become the ultimate example as the creative destroyer of a market. Welcome to Rebel Economics. We're very excited to start this channel talking about different aspects of economics and business. So if you ever had a question about the odd sides of these areas of our world, this is the channel for you. So let's dive in and see how to break a monopoly. First, we have to go back to the early 20th century and a guy called Joseph Schumpeter. He was a revolutionary economist that considered innovation to lay at the very heart of the capitalist economic system. And much more than that, innovation was the way to kill the behemoth that monopolies are. So first, let's look at what Schumpeter says about the economic system. To him, capitalism is by nature a form or method of economic change and can never be stationary. This being the first premise, you can imagine that he did not believe in the longevity of monopolies. The economy is constantly evolving and changing because while some companies may stagnate because they are doing well and see no need to change, entrepreneurs will seize opportunities others are oblivious to, introducing innovation and disrupting the status quo. And disrupting is the key word here. Innovation does not come smoothly. Instead, it is a revolution within the industry. It breaks barriers and changes the system from within. Industries that are especially prone to that are called innovation clusters. They occur thanks to venturesome entrepreneurs creating a favorable climate so others can follow. This creates cycles of innovation and entrepreneurship. As an industry stagnates and tends to a status quo, more opportunities arise for revolution of the sector. Once this has occurred and innovation clusters have formed, this new innovation too will stagnate, paving the road for the new big thing. In our case, Netflix, exactly that happened. At a time where technology was born seemingly daily, huge advances were being made. The rapidly evolving mobile technologies and improving internet speeds were the seeds that allowed a newcomer like Netflix to come up and flourish. Because Netflix did not just take down a major monopoly of the time, but revolutionized the way entertainment content is consumed. So let's see what the industry was like before Netflix. There was, of course, regular TV channels, but there you always had to check the program to see what was on and whether you could even find anything worth watching. Also, per hour spent watching TV, you would spend approximately 17 minutes on ads. So a 2-hour movie would end up taking you 30 minutes longer to get through. Of course, there was also video rental. There, you would first have to go to the video rental store, most likely a Blockbuster, select the movie you wanted to watch, pay for renting it, and then returning it on time in order to not pay any late fees. As a whole lot of effort for watching a movie, especially in comparison to the comfort we are all accustomed to now. At the time, Blockbuster displayed the obvious signs of pseudo-monopolistic entity, such as price setting and lack of direct competitors. In 2004, Blockbuster was a $6 billion industry. Only 6 years later, as Netflix was climbing to success, Blockbuster Video rental was bankrupt. This is a clear case of a disruptive new technology, Netflix swooping in and revolutionizing the market. Innovations have cleared the path for Netflix to be created, and with powerful incentives of a monopolized industry like video rental, it was the opportune time for Schumpeter's creative destruction to take place. But Netflix went even further than this. With its large catalog of content, as well as its ability to be consumed from home and without a single commercial, it also affected two more pseudo-monopolistic industries: the movie studios and theater, as well as television broadcasting. As Netflix was on the rise, movie studios reported continuous and significant falls in their stock price, and their average movie-going audience declined. While there surely were other factors involved, Netflix definitely played an important role. As typical for monopolies, the lack of direct competition for movie theaters and studios caused the price inefficiencies to skyrocket. This made Netflix even more appealing. After all, if you can choose to go to a movie for nearly $10 or get an entire month worth of shows and movies where you can watch as much as you want, the decision seems pretty simple. Apart from just taking down monopolies, Netflix also created its entirely own industry with the streaming service revolution. Netflix's success as an early adopter of streaming technology and its proven success in doing so has led to a new innovation cluster. This can be seen now more than ever in the amount of competitors that have flooded the innovative market of video streaming services. For example, Amazon Video, Hulu, Apple TV, HBO Max, Disney+. There are now so many streaming services and competitors of Netflix who are competing for viewers and try to take down what once was the only person in the market, namely Netflix. This phenomenon has also been considered by Schumpeter, calling it the adoption to innovation. He believed that as a new competitor offered similar services as the innovator, it flooded the market, as is the case with the streaming services. The industry would then reach a new stagnant equilibrium. This would then once again drive the economic growth to a halt, waiting to be disturbed and set in motion by further innovations. As such, Netflix's innovation has not only altered the industry of entertainment, but the nature of video viewing itself. Schumpeter was without a doubt a clever guy, not just for what we have seen in today's episode, but he has come up with so many economic theories on a variety of topics. We will, without a doubt, see more of these theories later on in this channel. His apt understanding of the economy constantly evolving, undergoing cycles of change and stagnation, are a great way of understanding how to break monopolies. With the advantages of being a monopoly or a pseudo-monopoly comes a resistance to inertia and dislike for change, disruption, and innovation. Things work, so monopolies have no interest in changing them and no competition that forces them to. This is why innovation is so important. Only something radical enough to revolutionize the industry has the capacity to disrupt the monopolistic behemoth. Netflix has succeeded in doing exactly that. While people relied on stores and physical DVDs to get their daily fix of entertainment, Netflix has provided people with unlimited access to their entire catalog of series and movies and allows them to access this marvel from the comfort of their own homes. Netflix has done exceptionally well in revolutionizing the standard of movie entertainment. No wonder so many others flock to this innovative cluster, wanting to get a share in this revolutionary new part of the industry. While Netflix cannot have been considered a monopoly on its own, it definitely owned a large share of the market for a while. But with more sharks in the water, other streaming platforms keep taking bigger and bigger bites out of Netflix's subscribers. In the second quarter of 2022, Netflix lost 1.3 million users. So now the question is, will Netflix innovate once more to retain its role in the market? Or have its competitors become too strong? Stay tuned for next week's episode on why everything seems to be a monopoly. And of course, if you like the video, please like and subscribe or recommend to a friend. If you want to keep watching, check out our video on how Amazon is abusing the sellers on its platform, or the paradox of competition. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.